Our Computex 2019 coverage is made possible thanks to Corsair, Patriot, EK, Typtra and Viper Gaming. Hey everyone, Andy Raffel from eTeknix.com, and we're checking out what ASUS have got on offer at Computex 2019. They've actually got their kind of company split up into various kind of sections. So right now we're looking at the TUF Gaming range. As we know, TUF Gaming has kind of been a little bit revamped over the years. You may remember the original kind of TUF Sabertooth stuff, which is all kind of this military grade, but they're trying to just sort of move away from that a little bit more and kind of have it as more kind of your entry-level gaming. So they're releasing a lot of sort of products across a variety of different product segments to sort of cater for it. So to start with, obviously we've got new monitors. So right now we've got the VG27AQ. It's a 155Hz IPS panel, so 27 inch, and from what we're told it has got adaptive sync, but from what we're told as well HDR10, and it's just got a lot deeper blacks. The color representation is a lot better than what we've seen in the past. Obviously 1 millisecond response time and so forth. They have got another monitor over here which I'll mention in a minute, but I just want to quickly go over this graphics card. As far as I know, this is the first triple fan graphics card in the TUF Gaming range. So this is a GTX 1660, the latest graphics card supporting NVIDIA's sort of latest GPU. It is a double slot card, maybe even slightly thicker than that because of the cooler, but triple fan design, and obviously incorporates that kind of aesthetics that we've seen and known before on the TUF Gaming range. Kind of ties in, you know, with the rest of the TUF Gaming Alliance kind of stuff. So, you know, you can get your memory from Team Group that sort of has, you know, the same etching and the same style. When it comes to peripherals, we have seen all this stuff before. We've got the M3 mouse with the mouse pad and the TUF Gaming K7, a keyboard that I really like, and we have done a full video on. We'll be sure to link that as well, and you can go check that out on the eTeknix YouTube channel. So I did mention that there's another monitor on show, so we've got a slightly bigger monitor here. This is the TUF Gaming VG32VQ. So this is a ever so slight curved 144Hz gaming monitor. It's 31.5 inch, and again, it does incorporate, you know, some really nice features. So we've got HDR10 on here, adaptive sync and FreeSync, 144Hz as I mentioned. And yeah, it's just a really nice monitor, has really good color representation, a lot deeper blacks, a lot richer colors, and yeah, no word on sort of pricing and availability just yet, but we are hoping, being under the TUF Gaming brand, that it is going to be very affordable. As we move down, as we've seen before, they have actually released some chassis under the TUF Gaming brand. So this is a new one just here, just incorporates, you know, some really nice branding on there with the kind of TUF Gaming straps, really nice kind of ventilation on the front. Quite garish looking, but you know, TUF Gaming is all about sort of standing out and doing something a little bit different. You've obviously got this this little hanger here as well to put your TUF Gaming H3 headset on there, just to kind of fulfill that whole ecosystem. Now, moving down, we have obviously got the other TUF Gaming chassis. We've already done a review on that, so I'm not really going to go over that. Quick thing though, obviously it's got straps so you can kind of transport it about if you're going to like a LAN gaming event. Slightly bigger chassis than the one I've just shown you, but still incorporates some really nice features, full tempered glass window, that kind of thing. They have got a wall of motherboards as well, so everything here apart from two is kind of your current lineup, from B450 to Z390 and everything in between. But the two that I want to focus on is this bad boy here and this one over here. So firstly, we've got the TUF Gaming X570 Plus. So featuring the new X570 chipset, you can tell straight away because they have got this kind of chipset fan on there, which I think the last time we saw a fan on mainstream motherboards like this was back in the Enforce 4 days. So slightly different setup. Obviously the chipset does need cooling down a little bit more because now you have the functionality to have PCI Express 4.0, as well as a whole host of other new features in terms of, you know, better USB support, super speed USB, that kind of thing. So we've got the X570 Plus, and then we've got the X570 Plus Wi-Fi. So basically the same model, but this one has Wi-Fi built in, and thanks again to the X570 chipset, it does have a wireless AC 9260. So yeah, these are obviously going to be very affordable when they do come out, and are going to feature support for the newest Ryzen 3rd generation processors. Now, probably the coolest thing that I want to sort of talk about in this whole place, apart from, you know, the apparel with the bags and stuff like that, is the fan. So they've actually got a new fan. This is the TF120A1, so it's a 120 centimeter fan. It features a maglev bearing, and we're not actually sure, but we are kind of guessing that this is probably manufactured by Noctua. So when we looked at this fan, sort of fans from ASUS before with their AIOs, they have actually featured fans developed by Noctua. So I'm assuming they've gone with the same on this, especially because of the gap between the fins and the outer perimeter of it. Now the cool thing with this, if the camera comes around the other side, what you can actually see on here is we do have these RGB strips down here, obviously fully addressable, but we've got this kind of RGB effect going on down there, which kind of looks a little bit retro. I've got to admit, it looks absolutely amazing in my opinion, especially if you think if you're going to put it inside one of these, maybe one of these chassis and have a radiator in the front, it's going to put that fan that little bit more towards the center of the system, and having that going down the side, sort of TUF Gaming, TUF Gaming, TUF Gaming, I think is honestly going to look really, really cool. So there you go guys, hopefully you enjoyed this kind of tour of what's going on in terms of the TUF Gaming brand. You know, as always, we will have reviews on all of this stuff as it is released in the near future. Hopefully, yeah, you enjoyed this coverage. Be sure to check out the rest of our Computex 2019 coverage, not just from ASUS, but all of the other brands that are going to be at the show. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. See you later guys, bye bye.